This module will outline how the psychological, social, and physical conditions of the Special Olympics athlete influence his or her participation in sport. While many of the considerations and strategies discussed in this module are directed at coaches, all volunteers should be aware of these aspects in order to best support athlete growth and development. There are 4 psychological considerations related to an athlete's ability to learn: challenges in motivation, challenges in perception, challenges in comprehension, and challenges in memory. Challenges in motivation involve difficulties in gaining and maintaining athlete interest. Strategies to overcome this challenge include: keep drills and activities short to maintain attention. Have the athletes create short-term rather than long-term goals, as the results are more immediate. And provide positive reinforcement for desired behaviors right away. Challenges in perception refer to the athlete's ability to process information relating to sport. To overcome this challenge, move to a quiet corner of the pool or gym facility when giving instructions if the athlete is distracted by extraneous stimuli. If the athlete has impairments in sight or hearing, provide a cue to accommodate the sensory abilities that they do have, for example, ringing a bell. Challenges in comprehension may make it difficult for athletes to understand the sport in which they are participating and to perform requisite skills. To help overcome this challenge, provide frequent repetition and reinforcement over time, and help athletes generalize skills by providing a progression of skills, comparing a new one to one that's familiar. Challenges in memory may interfere with an athlete's ability to remember and perform skills at the appropriate time. To overcome this challenge, have the athlete frequently repeat previously learned skills. Provide a progression of situations in which the skills are applied. Three of the key social considerations affecting the athlete are social skills, opportunity for recreation at home, and economic status. Athletes may lack certain social or adaptive skills due to lack of opportunity. Some athletes may have difficulty adapting to new situations, such as the absence of a coach or teammate. Athletes may have difficulty interpreting the language of others, and may not comprehend what is expected of them. Athletes may have a low tolerance for frustration and failure. Athletes may be quite inactive in the home. Some athletes may not be exposed to any kind of recreation outside of Special Olympics programs. Some athletes may lack financial means, which can have many consequences, including the ability to purchase necessary sports equipment. Athletes may be unable to access independent transportation to get to practice and competitions. In general terms, the characteristics of intellectual disability that have the greatest influence on athletic performance include a tendency to be overweight, delayed development of motor skills, unnecessary energy expenditure, a lack of game strategies, excessive attention to external cues or distractions, and communication barriers. Each athlete faces a unique set of challenges when participating in sport. The following will highlight some of the conditions that you may encounter while working with Special Olympics athletes. While by no means a comprehensive list, this information is intended to provide you with some background information so that you may effectively support the growth and development of each athlete. Individuals with Down syndrome have an extra copy of chromosome 21, giving them a total of 47 rather than 46 chromosomes. This leads to abnormal development of the fetus and the development of fewer body and brain cells. There is no typical person with Down syndrome, and individuals vary a great deal in ability, personality, appearance, and intellectual functioning. Athletes with Down syndrome have tendencies for poor balance, short stature, poor muscle tone, and underdeveloped respiratory and cardiovascular systems. Athletes with Down syndrome may be extremely stubborn, communicate perfectly using the spoken word, be extremely socially mature, and may learn best by mimicry. As discussed in a previous module, 12 to 22% of individuals with Down syndrome have an orthopedic condition called atlantoaxial instability, in which there is a misalignment of the first and second cervical vertebrae. As such, participation in activities such as diving, rhythmic gymnastics, or powerlifting could cause permanent damage to the spinal cord during hyperflexion or hyperextension of the head and neck. Athletes with atlantoaxial instability are prohibited from participating in these activities. Autism spectrum disorders significantly affect both verbal and nonverbal communication, as well as social interactions. Associated behaviors which may adversely affect an athlete's ability to absorb information include obsessive-compulsive and/or self-stimulatory behaviors, such as hand flapping or rocking, engagement in repetitive activity, resistance to change in activity or routine, and acute sensitivity to auditory stimuli. Sensory and motor impairments make up a group of permanent disabling symptoms resulting from damage to the motor control areas of the brain. Examples include, but are not limited to, abnormal reflex development, difficulty coordinating and integrating basic movement patterns, seizures, orthopedic impairments, and speech and language disorders. Attention deficit disorder and attention deficit hyperactive disorder are conditions which describe individuals who display hyperactive behaviors, have difficulty tending to the task at hand, and tend to be impulsive. Characteristics of ADD and ADHD include impatience, restlessness, pushiness, inattention, excessive motor activity, impulsivity, social immaturity, difficulty working independently, constant motion, and disorganization. In order to best support athlete performance and well-being, the Healthy Athletes Program was created in 1997. This program offers free health screening and health information in 7 different areas, including vision, audiology, and dentistry.
Special Olympics BC is helping athletes with intellectual disabilities live healthier lives.
Today I had my eyes checked, I had my teeth cleaned today, and on top of that they had measured my pulse and my body mass index so that I get an idea of where I am and what I need to do to make myself healthier.
Individuals with intellectual disabilities have unique issues around healthcare and communicating their needs. Free Healthy Athletes screenings help identify untreated issues and refer athletes to the care they need.
I learned from the eyes that I didn't know that I can get special kind of glasses for me. So now I'm able to see, and now I can progress through, and I can't believe this is happening. All these people are dedicating their time and effort to doing this. This is a lot of work to do.
Screenings are conducted by healthcare professionals trained to draw out issues. Many practitioners find the Healthy Athletes experience rewarding and instructive.
It's a great opportunity to be involved with such a fun group of people. They're very refreshing how they're always smiling. They are grateful for the time that you spend with them. They're just very genuine people, and it's a delight to spend time with them.
We know that helping individuals with intellectual disabilities become healthier will reduce health costs and improve their physical abilities, athletic performances, and quality of life.
We've had several fun stories of kids who, just this last time in fact, had a kid who always came in second place in her races, and we found out she had severe vision problems. We corrected her vision. She could see, and she could then see so that she didn't have to follow the person in front of her. And she won races. It was cool.
The psychological, social, and physical considerations discussed in this module are important for all volunteers to keep in mind in order to better support and understand Special Olympics athletes. Additional materials relating to working with Special Olympics athletes can be found using the Information Portal, Special Olympics Canada webpage, Special Olympics International webpage, or by consulting a Special Olympics staff member in your area. In addition, coaches will complete the National Coaching Certification Program, which focuses on meeting the needs of all types of coaches, from the first-time coach to a national team head coach.